Oh, yeah. We're back for some more Ricky Gervais, baby. So, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the fact that we're reacting to full episodes. We're reacting to the animated episodes. I hope this is fun for you as it is for me. So really appreciate you coming back and hanging out with me. This is your first time for some reason that you're checking out my channel and you're watching it in the middle of a reaction series. Well, welcome. I'm Sebs, and I do all my reactions from the treadmill. Comment down below. How have you been doing with your steps? You're getting your steps in? I hope you are, and I hope you're feeling good with it. I have to tell you, starting off this way every day, it's really helped keep my sanity with everything going on. And frankly, I'm a happy person. Things are going well. So I attribute a lot of that to just moving more. So let's do this, man. So episode 2 seems to be about 20-something minutes long. Let's check this out, and we're just gonna go with it. Some jokes I might miss, by the way. I'm a person. How's it gonna go? How did you discover Ricky Gervais, by the way? And more importantly, Karl Pilkington. What a freaking baller. Let's do this.
For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Karl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations.
Horrible
this
sweaters.
Is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right? Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed buffoon that
That
is Karl
microphone looks like
Pilkington.
a, you know.
All right.
All right. Does he start every episode that exact same way? Oh. No, that's, okay.
Rick, you'll be pleased to know we've already had some responses, and Simon and Mark have already emailed us in this link to something that was on the BBC News website. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but it's a remarkable story. Lion mutilates 42 midgets in Cambodian ring fight. That's just a headline.
That's a hell of a headline. That makes me want to know more about the story.
Well, that's what a headline
should do.
Spectators cheered as entire Cambodian midget fighting league squared off against African lion. Tickets had been sold out 3 weeks before the much anticipated fight. The fight was organised when an angry fan contested Yang Shamoni, president of the CMFL, claiming that one lion could defeat his entire league of 42 fighters. Well, the fight was ended, Rick, after only 12 minutes, after which 28 of the midget fighters were declared dead.
Right. Oh my
while the other
God.
14 suffered severe injuries, including broken bones, lost limbs, and they were basically unable to fight.
But the
anymore.
lion wasn't hurt?
It would have seemed that the lion was okay.
Oh, good. Well, that's amazing.
Oh,
Carl, what are your thoughts instantly? I mean, you're about to have a take on that.
See, what's annoying me is...
If you guys been watching the channel, you guys know I'm sensitive with talking about little people and people with dwarfism because I have a nephew who has.
Well, it's much easier to fill up a
always
midget
fun. This is
than
always
it
a good
a regular
time.
Cambodian. You know, they're
I just
happy
feel
on
like
a Mars
I'm
bar.
being cheated a bit.
You were conned before with a charity, weren't you?
Well, a few times, yeah.
I feel like
What about the old lady? What was that?
I got stopped, and it's like they sort of drag you in by saying, "Have you got a gran?" And I said, "No, they died." And that.
You're watching me.
It's like, "Oh, did they die of the cold?" No, she's, ill. What have you? Just old age. He said, "Well, what happens with a lot of people's grans is they die in the cold, right?" So I was like, "Oh, that's bad, isn't it?" Anyway, so she's chatting and she's showing me pictures of these old women who look cold, right? Saying, "Look at her, that's Edna. She's got no family. She can't pay the bills and all that."
Yeah.
Word.
So I'm like, "Oh yeah." Anyway, it goes on for about 15 minutes, and you feel bad. You give them your bank details, right? And what happens is every couple of months you get a letter from Edna. Well, it's not from her; it's typed up and what have you. But there's a picture of Edna, right? And it's saying, "Oh,
He
this
just starts
December,
laughing,
Edna's
dude.
going to be extra cold.
Laughing exactly
It's
what we were
cold
all thinking
outside,
about.
She can't afford to pay the heat and what have you."
Yeah.
Keep going, right? So you keep paying every month like £5, whatever. Get another letter a few months later, right? Edna's sat there.
Right.
She's got a tan.
What do you mean she's got a tan?
Well, when they said, she's cold, I thought they meant for the heating, not to send her on holiday for a month. She sat there with a tan. I'm not joking.
Are you sure it wasn't just a slight problem in the printing?
No, definitely.
Sure,
She looked well happy.
Sure, it wasn't liver failure.
You see, when does it become bad to avoid people like that? Do you know what I mean? Because some people say you shouldn't. They're people like us who've just had a bit of bad luck.
Well, of course they are.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I know, but I remember one on our estate, right? And she was a bit. What's the word that you can use? Because I don't want to offend anyone. But I'd say, but sort of mental homeless. Is that a term?
That's the official term.
I think that is the
new official term. It's mental homeless-itis.
Right, so she lived on the estate and what have you, and she aged...
How was she homeless if she lived on the estate?
Well, she sort of decided to stay around there because I think people on the estate spoke to her more than people who had money. So this mental homeless woman on the estate...
mental illness woman?
Right, she acted quite normal, and she used to always push like a pram around with her, right? Everyone was like, she can't have a kid, can she? Right? And she was dead happy every day. She was up and down, walking up and down the road. Anyway, one day she sort of walked past, right? Turned round and looked in the pram. There's a bucket with a face on it.
Rick,
I love how he just takes his friends laughing at him.
I think you're going to respect him because I think you can tell straight away from his name that he's the kind of guy you'd want to hang out with.
Go on.
I know how much you love fun people.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, and he's calling himself this, Paul the Party Animal Parker. He's emailed in. He's given himself that moniker.
Right, I assume they're in sort of like quote marks,
They're
are they?
in speech marks, yeah. Paul the
Brilliant.
Party Animal Parker.
And he's calling himself that.
Yeah.
That I can't wait.
So when you picture him, what are you thinking?
Millhouse.
Right, okay.
I think he looks like Millhouse from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Dude, I love British
sort of
accents,
IT
man.
department, maybe?
Yeah,
for a large
possibly.
organisation?
Oh, I think he might still be at school.
Okay,
You're from the UK watching this.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
up?
And this is the
Shout
right
out to you
question.
guys and your
Do
beautiful
you believe to be a
accents.
party animal?
I believe him to be a party animal is as much as a man with a long scarf that his mum knitted him to look like Doctor Who can be a party animal, yes.
Do you think that when people are organising parties at his school, they're thinking the first person they got to get on the list and make sure he's guaranteed as
You've got to take Paul the party animal.
Because
Because I bet he's got millions of affectations. I bet he wants to be known as the one that carries around a biscuit tin.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the scarf.
He's the guy who only ever wears bowling shoes. It's his thing. It's his thing. He's a little bit kooky, it's his thing. And it is fairly interesting what he sent in. He's found this on the web. A Serbian man who has invented a sex machine for women. And he's appealing to Western women to test his device. It runs on a 390-volt electric engine, simulates sex, and has a 7.5-inch artificial penis. As soon as I read this, I was thinking... It's just imagining there going, oh, thanks for coming in, yeah, okay. So there's what's going to happen is there's a penis that's going to pop out from here, and it's going to have sex with you. I'm going to stand behind the machine. I've got to stand behind here. There's a lot of dials and stuff. I don't want to bore you with.
Well, why do you have to stand behind it? Just
I can't. It's technical stuff, but I got to be behind the machine.
But there's no penis on the robot at the moment. It's just a hole.
They
That's
do
all
this
right.
where
What happened is
they really
I'll
are
switch the
making the
machine
mouth
on,
everything
I'll go
we're saying.
behind, and then a penis will appear.
Will it be like a metal-looking penis?
It will be a robotic penis, but it will seem like it's a regular fleshy.
Oh my
human.
God.
So you've made this sort of like robot penis look really realistic.
It's really realistic. You will not be able to tell the difference between, say, the robot one and mine, for instance.
Okay, well, I don't want to see yours.
No, there's absolutely not.
Because I've not come around here to have sex with a person.
I know, you come around to test the machine.
Yeah,
and that is exactly what you're going to get.
Okay,
a
well,
piece of mechanical...
To a lot of people, sex is important, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Not to you.
Well, it serves a purpose.
But what purpose? Because you don't want to have kids, so what purpose?
Just you know,
Something to do in the evening
something to do, innit?
when the telly's broke.
But for
Has he
years,
married
like, they've found stuff, haven't
his
they?
lady?
Machines from like Roman times similar to that setup.
No machines in Roman times.
Like that though, the old sort of knob on a stick machine thing.
The old Roman plastic. I'm sorry, but I watch Train Team every week, and Tony Robinson has never done that. An old knob on a stick machine.
I just think of Julius Caesar sitting down and go, okay, aqueduct, we love that. Thanks for that. Straight roads, good idea. We can see the enemy coming. What have you got there?
Well, I'm glad you've asked.
Plonticus. What have you got there? Wanklicus.
What I've got here is a Yeldy knob.
Oh, jeez.
And I've put that on the end of a stick.
Oh, sticker's phallus. Okay, well done, Wanklicus.
No.
Well done. You are my new right-hand man, as they say.
No,
Excellent.
but they do stuff like that. You've been in the London Museum and that, and they've got sort of sex stuff from years ago. They've got like these metal pants.
They're so excited to see what he's going to say.
I don't know what that is.
Metal pants.
Yeah, sort of
Is
metal.
that a chastity belt, you mean? They used to make women wear them so that they could
When-
have
when-
sex
when-
with
No,
men
but
who were-
they had them for blokes as well, though.
metal pants for blokes.
Yeah,
Why?
just
Do they really?
I just think they sort of like sexy metal pants.
What? Oh, I don't know what you mean with sexy metal pants.
Well, we'll have to look because I haven't got it in front of me. It's just something I remember seeing, some sort of sexy metal pants that I used to wear.
But what are you saying, sexy metal pants?
That was not British Museum, that was Soho.
No, what I mean...
That was Old Compton Street, you were looking
they
in the shop
always had
window.
to be ready for like battle and that, but these were a little bit sexy, but protective at the same time.
I might get more and more off the shop, by the way. I'm upping
So,
the...
Lancelot, are you ready to face the Black Knight? Yeah, what do you think of these? Huh?
I just want to look good on the battlefield. Will there be women watching, cheering us on?
Well, you're not going to fight like that, are you? What about with your
I'm
chest?
going to wear
guys are
nothing
so funny,
except these
bro.
sexy metal pants.
But what about your chest is exposed?
No, well, it's a good chest. I've been working out.
Yeah, I know, but what I mean is you want metal.
I've actually been lifting up the round table every week. I just work out, do that about 4 times a day.
But that machine, right?
Oh, God.
Why did it have to be a woman, or could they have got a little gay fella in?
I don't know.
Just check. It doesn't actually specify the small print here.
I love that. Why do you want to see a little gay fella be?
I don't want to see it. I'm just saying they're sort of more.
Carl? Why do you want?
I don't want to see it.
Why do you want to
I don't
watch
wanna
a
see
gay man get buggered by a robot?
I wasn't the one typing in gay machines on the internet, finding stuff out about them.
It's not a gay
Steve was.
machine,
dude.
You just made it into a gay machine.
Yeah, he wanted to pleasure women with this machine. You're saying, can I see a little gay fella get a robotic cock up his arse? You're the one requesting that, Karl
I don't want
Pilkington.
that. I'm just saying that.
You're the one that wants to see gay men with metal stuff up their anus.
No, what I'm saying is they're more up for a bit more experimentation than.
What are you saying? Why is that the case?
Why? Why'd you say that?
No, they just butt plugs and that. I mean, what I'm saying is.
You can't just say butt plugs and that.
I'm just saying that I reckon they'd be up for it.
What do you know
That's
about
all I'm
butt plugs?
I don't know anything about them. I just remember seeing an advert for some once in a sex shop.
What are you doing?
No, I wasn't. I was just walking past. I was walking past the sex shop and that. And
You're right.
I love him so much.
Why were you walking past a sex shop?
Just because I was on the way to work and that, and I passed one, and there was a little sort of one. It was open early, which I never understood. Right, it was about.
I feel a depression sinking into my life because I don't have a friend who makes me laugh that hard. It's just sad.
At 8 o'clock in the morning. Right,
Who's rushing out for butt plugs that early in the
who
morning,
needs them now? Right, but I
must get a bagel and some poppers on the way to work.
I walked past it and it had like a little post-it note or postcard type thing, and it was like pop in now, buy an item, chuck in some free butt plugs. And I didn't know what they for. I'd never heard of them before. But all I'm saying is I've since found out what they do with them.
What
and
do
if
they
they
do with them?
do that with them, then give them a go on that.
Another email here. It's an interesting fact. I'm hoping it's true. America's first nudist organisation apparently was founded in 1929 by 3 men. Now, what intrigued me when I read that is the fact that it's clearly 3 blokes just trying to meet some nude women.
They're all 52 balding
Exactly.
with little sort of those gold-rimmed glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just wandering around, and it's all quite saggy down there, and they're just knocking on doors. So
Oh,
we're just set up
jeez.
an organisation. It's perfectly above board, completely
Yeah.
legitimate. It's a nudist organisation. You got any women in there that want to come and join us?
Why
We haven't
not
got any
really?
female members at the moment. Got any women in there interested in, volleyball or trampoline?
I can't be doing with it, mate.
You hate nudists, don't you?
Nudists. I don't understand what it's all about at the end of the day.
That I agree with.
And here's something, right?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, when you're a bloke nudist, right? Do you ever get any who just have, like, a small knob?
I don't know. I don't understand the question.
What's that? What's your point?
Well, are there any blokes who are knocking about who just have a normal-sized knob or maybe a bit smaller than normal? Who
Like,
are
is
happy
it
wandering
only
about
people who are
showing off
incredibly
what they haven't got, if you know what I mean?
I
confident
don't
because they're
think nudists are just doing it because they're so proud of their knob.
No, but there's got to be a little bit of that in it, isn't there?
Right.
Just saying, most blokes who, nudists, they must be pretty confident in themselves to, I looked once.
What are you
What is
this?
It's natural, that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? This
As a
is
bloke.
Carl takes a sneaky look at
No.
menscocks.com.
No, what I'm saying is, it's natural.
What's this happening? You were in a gym.
No.
A lot of guys are getting changed, and you were just checking out their knobs.
You're at your bedroom window with a pair of binoculars,
No.
and there was a little fella across the road getting changed.
I was at some night out once.
Go on.
So you were at heaven, and you were in the toilet.
It was some night out, and some people come running on the stage, right? Some music started coming on, and these 4 people ran out. It was 2 women.
So
2
you're at a
blokes.
gay strip club?
It wasn't gay in that. It was just a normal night out. Well, you know, some sort of party night out.
Word.
These people come running on, right? You got 2 women, you got 2 blokes.
Right.
They whip the knickers off. The fellas whip the undies off.
At the same time?
Yeah, all at the same time.
Was it like a choreographed thing?
So that happened, and all I'm saying is, right, before I had a look at the woman's bits, right, I just had a little cheeky glance at the fellas.
Why?
Just checking it
Isn't
out,
that-
just seeing is everything
I'll defend
normal
Carl on
down
that
Why
one.
there?
weren't your eyes drawn instantly to the ladies' bits?
Don't believe me, I had a look at that. All I'm saying
But you went
is,
to the guys first.
I didn't know how long pants were going to be left off for.
So you didn't want to miss your opportunity, is what you're saying? You saw a window of opportunity to see some men's bits, and you thought, I better take it.
No,
because this may never happen again.
No,
So what happened? So there's
had a
2
look.
women, 2 men, right? I don't know what sort of event this is where you're looking at anyone get their knickers and pants off. I don't know why you're looking at all.
The
So
knickers-
you go right. There's knickers and pants off. Right. Let's check out the knob and testicles
Knickers, I'm trying
first.
to
you're
remember.
telling me you've never...
My wife always quotes the Spice Girls movie, and she says, "Hold on to your knickers." That's your drawers, like your underwear. Can't remember. I'm not looking it up though.
Like when you've been in a gym or anything, you've not just sort of turned your head, had a look, and gone, all
It
right,
has to
yeah,
be
that's
knickers
all
in your
right.
pants.
So let's just get this question right. Have we ever been in a gym and just taken a sneaky glance at a man's genitals? Is that your question to us?
Right, for me, it's the same as when you see someone who's a bit odd, 2 heads or whatever.
Well, I'll be honest. If I was
There
in
you
a
go, do
gym
eyes up
and
here.
a bloke came in with 2 heads, I'd look.
Well,
I'd get a sneaky glance in the mirror. I'd go.
sorry, but you'd look at his genitals or his 2 heads.
It's 2 heads.
Or would you sneaky look at the heads and then think, I wonder if he's got 2 cocks? And just...
I'd have to have a look there.
that's-
If I'll tell you what, and now I admit it, if I'm ever in a gym and a naked man with 2 heads walks in, I probably will check out the genitals as well, just to make sure.
Yeah,
that he's
just
got
make
to
sure
do
there's
everything.
yeah.
Can I tell you the thing that always freaks me out? I do
That
sometimes
was
go to the gym. I
honest
live in
of him.
North London, and the thing that always freaks me out is if there's an elderly man,
Okay,
often quite short.
I was wondering if they go
I'm
here.
always freaked out because there's at least 2 I'm aware of who've got very, very large penises, and I always find that really disturbing because sometimes you can't help but notice because it's like Godzilla coming through the change room. Do you know what I mean? So
you
that
go.
I do admit that's the only instance where my eye has been naturally drawn to it.
Do you know what annoys me in gyms? Where people walk round happily naked all the time whistling. They get weighed naked, pop a towel on and take off 3 ounces.
How exact have those measurements got to be?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Pop a towel on. I mean, unless you're going on the space shuttle, I reckon you could give or take a
Put a
couple
light up
of
right
couple of
Ounces.
stone. Yeah, couple
Exactly,
of
yeah.
ounces.
Right, so that my hair-
Absolutely
Oh,
right.
look at that.
Well, we've put that
That's
to bed.
wet stain. My bad. Tacos are coming in.
Carl, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
I know this is what a lot of the fans are already wondering. Is
The
there gonna be some
unfortunate thing
monkey
of wearing
news today?
grey,
There's
by the
gotta be.
way.
Of course there is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
question.
Well, I don't want... I'm worried because maybe this will steal your thunder. But Sarah has emailed this in. A chimp mauling under investigation. I know you're concerned because this actually fuses 2 of our greatest features, Monkey News and Knob
Monkey
News,
News.
into one seamless whole. Investigators said they are trying to figure out how 2 chimpanzees that viciously attacked a visitor at an animal sanctuary escaped from their cage. This is the grim bit. The chimps chewed off a man's nose and severely mauled his genitals and limbs.
Why did they go for his genitals?
No, that's a good question.
Both of them did as well.
Eh?
Both
Chimps
of them.
are like freaking
Did you say
crazy.
2 chimps?
No, you're right, yeah. It
They
was
like tear each
chimpanzees
other's
too.
limbs and crap.
Yeah, I think
too.
both
which
of them
one
went,
did it?
they just saw it there dangling away and they just
Go
went,
for the nose.
Yeah.
I go for his bollocks.
What accent have they got there?
I
those
don't
chimps?
know.
Were they kind of New York gangster chimps? They like
Bollocks.
soprano.
Is that your balls? Bollocks? I know you guys will be commenting as I ask, so
What happened to him anyway?
Well,
Spares me a Google
unfortunately, they
search.
were shot dead by the authorities.
You see, that annoys me a bit.
I know, but again,
What are you talking about? They're attacking people's gonads.
I know, but they were happy in an African jungle a couple of
Go
years
Ned,
ago.
that's a good
what
way.
they
That's a
do,
good
isn't it?
term.
That is what they do.
But why aren't they just sort of tranquilised? Where was
Why
this?
have
Was
I
this
been
in the zoo?
accused like it was my fault? It's because I happen to be reading. Sarah, who emailed it in, someone who should be getting a
It just
bollocking.
annoys me how one way it's kind of like, we're trying to save the pandas, and then the next day someone's shooting them or whatever. I've talked about this before about St. George killed the last dragon, right?
No, it didn't exist.
It's the same thing though.
No, there's never been any dragons.
No.
It's a mythical creature.
Well, you don't
By
know
mythical,
that.
it means we made this up, like the unicorn.
Well,
I don't even. What was your point about the dragon? What's that got to do with
because
this?
I'm saying how, like, why is it all right to be going around, going mental with a gun, shooting all the monkeys and killing them? Because one day we're going to run out.
This
Look
was
at
an
that, our animal
sanctuary,
activists.
though. So presumably
Carl,
they
it's
had
beautiful.
quite a cushy time there, because most of the ones I've visited, they've always got it easy. They're
But
hanging
you
around
don't-
on tyres, they got comfy chairs, they're wanking. They're going berserk, they're loving it.
But hang on a minute, you've just answered your own question there. You said they're in a sanctuary, so they haven't had a good upbringing. So they're going to be a bit more, like, madder than other monkeys, aren't they? Because that's where the ill ones go, isn't it? Isn't it?
So what do you understand by sanctuary?
Well, I've been to one for seals.
It's not like a borstal.
Yeah, exactly. He thinks it's a borstal. He
It's
thinks
like
that,
scum.
Yeah. Like they did some bad stuff in the jungle, and they had a little monkey court, and they went send him to borstal.
Well, what is it then?
No, it's a monkey sanctuary where it like a haven.
Well, it's not a haven, is it? They've got a bullet in the head.
Talking of
I love him so much.
eating knobs, Carol Thatcher, a daughter of one of our leaders.
Sure.
Well, you saw her in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. She popped a couple of bollocks in the mouth, chewed them up, swallowed them.
Oh boy.
Kangaroo penis there, dried. She couldn't even get. It was so tough she couldn't even get through it. And then she, eventually she eats
What was it, like a pepperoni?
Yeah, and she. What do you think of that, Carl?
What, eating that sort of stuff?
Yeah,
I watch it. I like those little trial bits, right?
yeah.
But what I don't think people realise is, right, it is hard eating a little kangaroo knob. Right?
Really? How'd you know?
No, it's just, you think about it and you go...
F is he
"Oh, I'll do
talking
that,"
about?
Right? But what they never mention on the TV programme, which I think takes it to the next level, right, they're eating that at like 7:30 in the morning,
Sure. Right.
which
for
is
breakfast.
worse, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I was there and Ant and Dec said, right, Carl, eat the knob, I'd go, hang on a minute, give us a few hours, let me get some rice and that on my belly and just sort of fill me up a little bit more. I'll pop back at about 6:30 this evening,
Right.
have it ready. And I'd be happier then. It's just that thing of, you've been...
You don't want to eat animal genitals on an empty stomach.
So what are you saying? You could
I'm saying, like, I could eat a knob at night, but...
just cut that there. We'll loop that. If any DJs are listening, just take that quote. I could eat a knob at night by Karl Pilkington. Maybe
Oh
do
my
a
gosh.
dance remix.
Yeah,
Just
I
that-
think maybe you're sort of
I'm not
a house
sweating 'cause
producer
of
and
my
you could
walk,
maybe
I'm
get some
sweating 'cause of the
high-energy
show,
beat
dude.
going, and then we could just send that out to some of the gay clubs. I'm sure
Yeah.
it'd be really popular.
Please, anyone, send us, that loop with a nice little, funky house beat. Karl Pilkington saying, "I could eat a knob at night."
There you go. Is that
Rick,
it?
it's that time again. It's what everyone's waiting for. Can you do the jingle for us?
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news. You
Right, this week the monkey news is about, we all know, like, there's monkeys knocking about that aren't happy in this country.
Sure.
Isn't they?
It is a big problem, yeah. It's an epidemic.
So they've set up like this place
Okay.
where they all go. The ones that aren't happy in a zoo and what have you, it's getting them down.
They can
Right.
phone a number and they'll come and pick them up.
Pop them in this house place, right? And basically,
Right.
they can
I've been starting to say
run riot in there.
right,
They get
just like
freedom to
naturally
sort
now.
of cheer themselves up. There's 3 people running this place, right? So these monkeys, big house and that,
PlayStation, anything they want.
gym, all that lot, swimming.
Jim.
One of them wanted to mess about with the woman's breasts.
Which woman's breast?
The woman who works there,
Right.
right? And she was like, right, pack it in, we've all had a bit of fun. He's been in
Sure.
the gym and everything. She obviously, got a bit excited
He was a bit
and
fired
that.
up,
He was
yeah.
fired up and that, ready for some more action and that. He's trying to have a go on this woman's breast, right? She was like,
Have
no.
a go.
She was like, no, you're not doing that. Pack it in and all that. The boss who's running the place was like, come on, let him have a go.
No, Right, you're talking shit.
So anyway, right, so he's there and he's...
So the boss says, yeah, you can have a group.
The boss is saying, let him have a
Come
go.
on, Rita. If Monkey wants to play with nipples, let him.
So she's like, I'm not happy with this. And he's going, come on, you know the rules here. We've got to cheer these monkeys up.
This is absolute.
Actually, no. And in the end, because she didn't allow it to happen, the fella bloke...
But see, they just used bollocks again. I can't get that term.
I want to see the advert he put in the Guardian media page. I love that. Woman wanted to let Chimp feel tits whenever it wants.
Well, it's all up there.
You're talking absolute shit again.
Well, we'll see.
That is no way that happened.
Oh, gosh, that's so good, dude. Well, guys, there it is. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful show. Really been enjoying that. Also, so things to stay tuned for. Yeah, we're gonna finish off the Gilbert Gottfried podcast coming out soon with Norm Macdonald. We are also probably gonna skip to the Norm Macdonald with Stephen Merchant episode because, yeah, it's kind of funny. We'll have like a little crossover of things here on the channel. And let's see, that's about it. Really appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Hit like and subscribe. All of that really helps with the channel. And hey, man, watch this crap with your friends. Also, stay tuned. One day, we're probably going to do a little live stream while we watch Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald. So let me know if there's an appetite for that. And we'll talk soon. Peace out, guys. Keep it real.